Hi all, welcome back to another Tech Connect. It is just me today, me, myself, and I, but don't stop the video. I think we've got a good topic. Luke is on a little vacation. He works very hard and he needed to take a little break, but we don't take breaks here at Tech Connect, so I'm still here. And we're gonna be talking today about voice memos on the iPhone and Apple Watch. And I wanna talk a little bit about why that is important. So stick with us, let's get into the video. All right, so you might think, why voice memos? It's been out forever, but I do think it's really an important app. You know, when you lose your vision, you lose the ability to quickly jot down notes. I know sighted people love Post-it notes. People have them all over their computer monitors. They've got them on their counters, and the quick way to jot down something you need to remember. But with vision loss, how are we going to do that? And that, to me, is where the voice memo app comes in, or some kind of recording device. I've always got my iPhone with me, and most of the time I have my Apple Watch with me as well. And so I like to utilize the voice memos app so that I can quickly get and jot something down so I don't forget it. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at how to quickly make a voice memo on the phone itself. We're also going to look on how to make a quick voice memo using the Apple Watch. And then we'll jump into the Voice Memos app so that we can look at how we can access those voice memos and maybe even organize them just a bit. Starting out with the iPhone, the quickest way that I have found to make a voice memo is simply by using Siri. So if I hold down my side button and launch Siri, I'm going to say record a voice memo, and it's actually going to go right in and start that voice memo recording. I should be able to hear a little beep, a little noise letting me know that it started that recording. Let's give it a shot. Record a voice memo. All right, I heard the little beep noise, so now it is starting to record. So I'm quickly being able to record anything I want to here. And now to stop it, I'm just gonna hold down that side button again. And that's gone ahead, and it's not only launched Siri, unfortunately, and we'll talk about that in a second, but it did stop the voice recording. Now, this is something I'd love for people to throw down in the comments. I have not figured out an easy way to stop the voice recording when I use Siri. The two-finger double tap doesn't work unless you do have some paused media. Then when you do your two-finger double tap or that magic tap, it will stop the voice recording, but then it starts to play whatever media you have paused. If you don't have any media paused, then that two-finger double tap won't stop that voice memo. So the quickest way I have found to do it is to just launch Siri or hold down that side button again, and it will stop the recording, and then I just kind of get rid of Siri. So throw it down in the comments though and help others out if you know a quicker way to go ahead and make those voice recordings. All right, so using Siri is pretty easy to do, but it does require you to pull your iPhone out of your pocket, hold down the side button, and to me, sometimes that's just too much. But if you've got an Apple Watch already on your wrist, one of the tips that I would give you is when you set up your face on the Apple Watch, some of the different faces have what they call different complications, where you can add different pieces of information on your default watch face. And that can include the date, it could include the current weather temperature and things like that. But one of them that you can choose is voice memos. And this then makes it very easy to just use your Apple Watch to make a recording. So let's dive in here and take a look. How do we do it with the Apple Watch? So if I just tap my watch face to wake it up here, down in the very bottom center, I have a complication that should be voice memos.
Voice memos.
There we go, and I'll double tap.
Voice memos. Edit.
It opens up my Voice Memos app, and if I just swipe to the right once, I should get to the record button.
Record. Button.
Double tap.
Record. Stop. Button.
And now I'm going ahead, making my quick recording. It's already sitting on the stop button, so a double tap again.
Record.
And I've now stopped and made that voice recording.
That was easy.
If I continue to swipe to the right, I'll also see a quick little link to the voice recording that I just made, allowing me to play it back and listen to it if I'd like to. But in our next section, we're gonna take a look at how to go see these voice recordings on your phone, which I think is, in a lot of cases, an easier way of doing it. But now we've got 2 quick ways to make voice memos so that we do not forget any important information. All right, so we've been able to make voice recordings really quickly, either through Siri on our iPhone or using our Apple Watch. But now we need to dive into the Voice Memos app so that we can figure out how to play these back. So I've got my iPhone here and I'm just gonna launch the Voice Memos app, open Voice Memos. And let's take a look at what we have on the main screen here. I'm just gonna swipe right.
Revision forward associate all recordings. Heading.
And I can see it right away. I'm in a heading called All Recordings. Now, what I'm gonna do is go in the top left corner to the back button because I actually wanna move back 1 screen.
Voice memos. Back button. New voice memos. Heading.
And now I'm back at the main heading of the Voice Memos screen. And the reason I wanted to do this is I wanted to swipe through here quickly and just show you that there is the ability to have some folders if you'd like to organize your voice memo. So if I swipe right,
all recordings. 22 recordings. Button.
so I can see that I can go right in and see all recordings. And that's where we went in when we first launched. But if I swipe again,
watch recordings. 1 recording. Button.
now you can see I've got a specific folder that's just my watch recordings. Now that watch recording will show up in all recordings as well. But if you know you made the recording on your watch and you know you wanted to go find that, it might make more sense to go into just the watch recordings. Now up in the top right corner,
edit. Dimmed. Button.
there's an edit button, and if we go to the left of that, so either swipe left or just slide your finger to the left a little bit,
New folder. Button.
we've got the option to create a new folder. So if you want more than those 2 default folders, you can double tap on New Folder and create your own folder. Let's go now and take a look though at that watch recording that we made. So I'm gonna go and touch the watch recordings.
Recently deleted. Set recently watch recordings.
There we
1
go.
recording.
And we'll
Button.
double tap.
Recording 2. 10:18 a.m. 8 seconds. Button.
And we've got
Actions
recording 2 here, and it is giving us how long it is, 8 seconds. And it did say that there's actions available. So I can swipe up and down in order to perform a few different actions. Let's take a look at what those are quick. If I swipe down,
Favored.
I can favorite it,
Delete.
easily, quickly delete it.
Move.
I can move it, and that would be done if I had created another folder and then wanted to move it into that folder.
More.
Then we have a more, which is gonna give us some options to share it and other things like that.
Activate. Default.
And then we're back to our default activate. Activate is what we want if we're gonna wanna play it. So we'll go ahead and double tap.
Recording 2. Text field.
What it's done is it's opened up this recording, and I heard it say recording to text field. Now this allows me, if I double tap on this text field, I can actually rename this recording. By default, it's just gonna number it, but if I wanted to write in here test recording or something like that, I could easily rename it. If I don't wanna rename it, I can just swipe to the right past that edit field, and let's see what our other controls are.
10:18 a.m.
Tells me when I made it.
More. Button.
There's that more button again. That was also in our rotor that we saw.
Track position. 0 seconds of 8 seconds. Adjustable.
Keep going.
Edit recording. Button.
We can edit it, so we could delete some of the, trim the beginning or trim off the end.
Rewind. 15 seconds. Button.
Go.
Play. Button.
And there's that play button. Double tap.
Stop. Button.
And now I'm going ahead, making my quick recording. I just did a 2-finger double tap there while that media was playing to go ahead and pause it. If I continue to swipe right, I may find some other options, including delete and things like that. But this is how you can quickly make a recording. Now, one other thing though, how you can quickly play back a recording. My brain is going faster than my mouth is. So what I wanted to show you is that you actually do have the ability to create a recording in the Voice Memos app if you choose to do that as well.
Voice Memos, back button.
So if I go ahead and just double tap on the back button here.
Watch recordings, one recording, button.
And if I go back to all recordings, for example.
All recordings, 22 recording, recording 2, 10.
Now this is what I mentioned before. This lists all of our recordings, but at the very bottom of the screen,
record, button.
there is a record button. Going ahead and double tapping on that with one finger is going to go ahead and start that recording. And I can then go ahead and stop it with a 2-finger double tap if I'd like to. So even though we were able to use Siri and the Apple Watch in the previous sections, you can also just make that recording right from your Voice Memos app if you'd like to. As I mentioned at the top of the video, the Voice Memos app for the iPhone has been around for a long time, but I wanted to highlight why I think it's important to use it as somebody with a visual impairment. As I mentioned, we don't have the ability to write things down, or I take that back. We could write things down, but we probably are going to struggle to be able to read what we wrote down. And so being able to make voice recordings is really our way of jotting things down. And the best recorder is the one that you have with you and the one that you can really quickly get a voice recording going. And so I really like to be able to use Siri to launch that voice recording, or even more, making things even more easy or making things easier is using my Apple Watch. I use it to make quick recordings at work, at home. I'm at a doctor's office and they want to quickly give me a date or a phone number, just quickly starting that voice memo and just having them speak and get it recorded really makes life much easier for me. So throw it down in the comments. What system do you use to keep track of information? I used to use my memory when I was a young lad, but now that I'm in my late 40s, it's hard I don't remember things like I used to. So throw it down in the comments. What are you using for voice recording, or how are you remembering that important information? It's good to share with the community. So go ahead and put it down there. We do appreciate it. We've got a lot going on here at Vision Forward, so head over to our learning management platform if you want to check out more of our content and even get some free ACVREP credits. That's over at techconnect.vision-forward.org. We also do a live show right here on our YouTube channel every other Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. Our next live stream will be on November 20th, 2025, and you might want to join us on this one. Vision Forward is moving to a new location in the end of this month, the end of November. We're moving, and our last Tech Connect Live will be on November 20th in this old location. We're going to do a little behind the scenes, kind of showing our current studio. And then when we move in December, we're going to do another Tech Connect Live, kind of showing our new space. So join us November 20th, 11 a.m. Central, right here on our YouTube channel. And you can get a little behind the scenes of our studio here. I promise Luke will be back in the next Tech Connect video. We really appreciate everyone joining us. Stay tuned.